In this world, death isn't the end anymore. The dead rise again, plunging the whole world into total chaos. Civilization crumbles under the massive weight of fear and destruction, and humanity must adapt or maybe perish. The apocalypse has absolutely no room for any weakness. Only one rule remains: the survival of the very fittest. For all those who couldn't really adapt, death would have been a total mercy. The fate awaiting the weak is much more horrifying, with an existence of great torment. Exploitation, or worse, Zhao had once been among them. The victim during the apocalypse, unable to truly protect himself or anyone he cared for. Finally, he died a pretty meaningless death. Just another casualty in the world without any mercy. But death wasn't his end. Zhao was granted a great second chance. He opened his eyes, finding himself back in time, standing on the edge of the apocalypse's start. Memories of his former life burned brightly in his mind. Every failure, every humiliation, every moment he was powerless. But now things are different. The powers he dreamed of were his now. Gifted with A rank and S rank abilities, Zhao understood he had been reborn. His inner fire rekindled, he'd seize his chance. Those people who looked down on him, ridiculed his weakness, then used him, would now learn the price from underestimating him. He'd show that this whole world was his. Jeva's grand ambitions didn't stop there. At Vengeance, he hadn't forgotten all the faces who watched their loved ones get torn away. The deep pain of losing one's family, of watching death without being able to help, still haunted him every day for them and him. He created another vow. Now he will protect all those unable to protect themselves. He made sure nobody would suffer like he did. Given a second life, he has unmatched power. Zhao's objective was clear. He would dominate this broken world, becoming king. The apocalypse was not his end. The apocalypse was a beginning 15 years after. Wang's world tilted into more chaos. A survivor informed him then that his sister was the group's outcast. The choice enraged him immediately. He grabbed the guy's shirt, demanding why. Outcasts were always chosen by most people, not by some few whims. Before things could get worse, the group leaders came, ordering Wang release the man. The leader's reasoning was cold. Wang's sister has tuberculosis, not contribute. Supplies were really scarce. Wasting supplies is bad on someone weak. It was final. Wang got mad. He drew his sword to fight for his sister. He scanned every room. He saw the group's loyalty to the leader. Outnumbered, completely outmatched. He knew he couldn't win. Defeated, he wanted to know where they abandoned her. The leader responded remorselessly, revealing she was in the mountains. Ignoring all the mocking laughter, Wang stormed into the wilderness alone. His only thought was finding his sister. The forest was silent. He went through trees. Calling her name desperately, he searched. The group's decision pressed heavily on him. Then he spotted a girl hidden in the bushes, trembling, quietly sobbing. She looked up. Her face was etched with guilt, sorrow. She didn't want to burden him. Wang's heart twisted at the words. He tried to lighten things, reminding her he'd always been better to seek and hide. Briefly, her eyes were filled with something like hope. She stood moving toward him, drawn to his comforting offer. That moment was suddenly shattered. A monstrous figure emerged now from shadows. The beast lunged at Wang before reaching him. His sister shoved him hard aside. She bravely took the full attack, collapsing lifelessly to the ground. Time stopped. Wang stared at her body, unable to comprehend what happened. Tears streamed down. A wave of anguish overtook him, driven by terrible rage and despair. He grabbed his blade, charged the monster, but the creature's strength was too great. His sword shattered. He was defenseless. The beast struck him down hard, leaving him very bloodied against a tree, lying there waiting to end. Regret consumed him. He'd used the system late, a mistake he could not undo. Darkness took him, his thoughts fading. When he opened his eyes, he was in the forest no more. He sat inside a classroom, the chalk sound scraping the board. A teacher's voice brought him back. He looked around. His old friend Qian sat next to him, someone long dead from the apocalypse beginning. Realization then struck him hard. He had gone back time. It was shocking, but hope also emerged. His system was active. He confirmed its presence, showing no bindings. His previous life memories came rushing back. The great pain of losing his mother and sister. His terrible failure to protect them. He'd make no same mistakes. He now needed the quota. Ensure they survived, changing their fate. Early in the apocalypse, Survival often meant sacrificing dignity. For Zhao and his sister too. This was true joining Zhang's group. Zhang was selfish and a ruthless person. His subordinates were disposable tools. Zhao and his sister were included. The limited commands were slaves, not survivors, until a great woman appeared. Using the Awakener's great power, they were saved from cruelty. Her strength impressed Zhao greatly. Now he would return her favor. This time he would save her life. Back now trouble was at Keen Loan. Thugs had broken in there, terrorizing the woman boss. In pure self-defense, she drove a pen through a hand. The gang leader grabbed her back, displaying arrogant dominance. Mocking her feeble resistance, he enjoyed taunting her. He reminded the girl of her father's debt. Her father, allegedly, had preferred death instead of repayment. Now she faces the consequences. He wore a mean smirk. He delivers a brutal kick to her chest. She coughed up blood, unsatisfied with her pain. He stomps on her face deliberately. Before things could get too dark, Zhao bursts in through the door. Zhao's hand holds a metal bat, his face showing almost cocky confidence. The thug stared dumbfounded, demanding to know his identity. Zhao's response was unexpectedly simple. He called himself some superhero. The gang leader's annoyance becomes anger. He ordered his men deal with Zhao now. The fight didn't go as anyone expected. Despite their numbers, Zhao cut easily through them. His movements are sharp, unrelenting. He stood victorious over battered thugs. The leader tried retreating. Zhao grabbed his throat, choking him. The leader asked why Zhao did this. Zhao's response had a wry smile. He owed in the future a debt. He knocked the man unconscious immediately, ensuring he wouldn't be any threat. Turning to the girl quickly, Zhao approached her, asking her condition. Though she was bruised, shaken, she assured that she was fine. Relieved, Zhao returned, searching his belongings. He found the IOU, dangled it. The leader claimed it didn't exist. Zhao's sadistic grin made him reconsider. Trembling, he admitted the location. Zhao gave that document to the girl. Without any hesitation, she ripped it, symbolizing that her debt ended. The chains her father's mistake had placed were gone. At that same moment, Zhao's system lights up. A message appears of a binding opportunity. Realization dawned that this girl was needed to awaken her power. She'd require his help, and Zhao wasn't. About shying away from opportunities aligning with his plans. With a gleam of determination in his eyes, Zhao gives her a big knife. What she did next was up to her choice. He just set the stage. Now, she takes her first step towards the future. She went stepping outside. Wine saw an eerie sight. Rain falls, but the rain wasn't normal. The unnatural downpour was black, which didn't startle him. He'd expected it almost on cue. His system gets activated, showing an update confirming he possessed an A rank ability. In this world, abilities were 6 groups. Those above S rank are overpowered. Combat abilities are based on destruction. Titles like Turret and Flood define capabilities. Previously, Wong's system was mediocre, limiting A D rank ability. That power barely reached Tyrant rank. He's powerless facing real threats. Now his second chance comes. His S rank ability placed him Tyrant's peak. Awakening, he processed this newfound strength. Zhou joined him in the ring. She remarked, "It's interesting. They shared the same ability. Why?" "I'm careful not revealing power's system source." Brushed off for further observation. Shared ability is from human nature. Hours later, they were at school registration. A military officer accompanied them. They came to get a shelter quota. It's super valuable when the apocalypse comes. Intrigued by their great abilities, the officer tried to convince them to join military. The offer was great and appealing. Wong understood time was way too short for that stuff. He answered politely, but didn't commit. Walking on the black rain got heavier. They felt perplexed. That has never happened before, adding more unease today. Shelter quotas were scarce and valuable. The officer then suggested something. They should consult their families to get them. Everyone was surprised. Zhao easily gave her area quota to Wong. The officer got shocked by this. He's kneeling down because her gift was generous and very valuable. Their trip was suddenly stopped when Xiao saw something ahead. She yelled to Wong and officer. She's pointing at zombies eating a human. The officer quickly protected them. He's raising weapon and shouting zombies to stop. His warning was completely ignored. His gunshot failed to damage. It just enraged those creatures. They charged at him super fast. A zombie grabbed the officer, pulling him down into its grip. Before the worst could happen, Wong uses his strong ability. Just instantly, zombies were destroyed, officer's life was saved. Wong just stood there, his heart racing, processing what occurred. Things changing. Black rain hadn't ceased, and zombies had shown up much earlier than in his past life. The apocalypse was now unfolding unpredictably. He could not waste any time. His thoughts raced, then his phone buzzed. It was his mother calling. Her voice trembled urgently. She warned him, stay inside. The outside world had become too dangerous. Before hanging up, she delivered some devastating news. His sister was kidnapped. News of his sister's kidnapping jolted Wong. Never happened in his previous life. The unexpected events made him to suspect the butterfly effect was working. Despite this shift in their fate, one thing was for certain. He would not let anything happen to his younger sister. Determined, he steeled himself searching. Before heading out, Wong activates his technique, eliminating remaining zombies in one devastating blow. Xiao watched in awe, recognizing her ability. Noticing Wong's version was more powerful. Later, Wong arrived at his mom's house. He immediately pulled her into a hug. He promised he would bring his sister back. She told him the kidnappers wanted him to meet at Kong Yuan building. They threatened killing his sister without compliance. That name was unfamiliar to Wong, so Zivo explained more. It was the old Zhongyang industry. Zhang's name triggered irritation in Wong. He thought Jaya might have died from the apocalypse, though it was no consolation now. Realizing his family was in great danger, Wong told his mother to pack. He wanted to take her to his shelter. He vowed protecting her and retrieving his sister. He blamed himself for this whole situation. He'd relied too much on past life info. He assumed everything would be the same. This reality check reminded that caution was very important if he wished to protect the loved ones. With that thought, Wong turned toward Xiao, firmly gripping Zhao's shoulders, asking every single detail Xiao knew about Zhang. He gathered enough crucial information. He took his mother to a safety shelter. He reassured Mom one final time before leaving, saying her dear daughter would return home safe. Wong with Zhao then went toward the kidnapper's place. They met more zombies on the way. Stumbling toward them are grotesque forms. Wyam thought these creatures might be here, because Hal had simply no more space. He unleashed a streak immediately of magical ability power, stabbing the zombies, putting them down now. However, their forward progress was stopped by an explosion shaking the ground. The dust settled slowly. Wong sees a fiery red-haired girl rushing toward him. Flames followed her, a dazzling, destructive display. His eyes widen. He recognizes her. She was Queen Lu, a top 10 ability user from before. The Fire Queen, she was the strongest magic user living. Wine marveled at her incredible power. The thought remained there. Binding with her would make him much stronger. Previously, he'd only passed her by, never getting a chance to connect. But now a second chance fate gave him. He wouldn't let it go. Drawing his sword, Wine prepares to attack, hoping to bind with her soon. Before he could move at all, Queen Lu unleashed her fire abilities, burning most zombies nearby. But multiple targets with fire is hard. It was a struggle. Wong used the opening. He's running past her, using magic to stab and destroy another wave of mini zombies. Just he let his guard down. A zombie lunged at him from behind suddenly. Fortunately, however, Zhao was there, using her own magic, saving him. The two of them worked together in perfect sync, wiping out the zombies remaining. Queen Lu stood off to the side, watching their coordinated efforts. Queen Lu assessed the pair carefully. She knew they were strong, likely the peak tyrant level. Wong noticed her gaze, turning to check, silently asking if she's all right. After a brief pause, they exchanged introductions formally. Wong offered a hand in greeting then. The binding connection was just formed. Acknowledging their strength, the Fire Queen decided binding with him. With a magic spark, she granted her S-rank ability Ignite, making him stronger than ever before. Following his power boost, Wong asked Xiao and Lu wait outside. He went into an empty market. He needed to test ability gotten from Lu. His two powers, fire abilities, and his were matched. They were a perfect fit. His combat level now. He should have already leveled up greatly. To flood rank, things looked good. Xiao, in her playful style, meanwhile, drew silly faces on zombies dead. Queen Lu found this amusing strangely, but wondered about their next move greatly. The world outside grows more dangerous. She wanted them returned to safety. Zhao, however, quickly explained Wang's sister had been taken. They were going to rescue her fastly. Lu panicked hearing this news. She asks Zhao many questions, but Zhao isn't in the mood today. He told her stop it. Wang returned after testing his new powers. Informed them he's going to Cameo Building, the direction they came from now. He asked does she know there. Lu is not sure though, but she's heard streets filled with dangerous guys. Making Wang know the situation became bad. Lu offered help them go. She said she could protect herself well. Wang knows her capabilities and agrees, thanking her for his sister too. Everything settled, they went off together. Determined to rescue his sister, face the dangers. Finally, the black ring stopped now, and Zhou wonders about that. If this means zombies are normal. She knows so little now. The rain stopped, the apocalypse begins. In this new era, monsters ranked from highest catalytic down to the lowest named. They faced low-rank catalytic zombies, but Wang knew the situation could quickly escalate. He needed to rescue his sister first, and to get her to shelter safely. The trio went inside the building, trying to be quiet as possible. They searched around there for a bit, but found no kidnappers, no other options. They went to the top floor. They stepped out the elevator. Zombies greeted them immediately. The hordes startled Wang. A zombie lunged at him. He burned it down using Ignite. Wang, Zhao, and Lu fought together, working to clear out the swarm. The battle pushed their abilities, but they stood firm. He's determined to live and find Wang's sister. Wang quickly saw Lu had zero fighting experience, but he was really impressed by Zhao, who had already proven herself incredibly powerful. The battle lasted longer than Wang expected. As he scanned the surroundings, he saw countless zombies remaining. He told the girls get in the elevator fast, using powers to float them to safety. Once inside, one used his secret technique. Huge boulders burst from the earth, smashing the zombies that remained. The mayhem made enough room to escape. He rejoined the girls soon after, but both were confused about the zombies' increased aggression. Even though the black rain stopped, Lu was especially puzzled. He commented, "This didn't match the Bureau's predictions." She suspected this was a trap. The kidnappers said it, but Wang only focused on his sister's rescue. He cared not if it was a trap. He only wanted to find her. Wang never met Zhang before. He figured that man died now. At the apocalypse's very start, they left the elevator then. They saw a strange creature there. It seemed like an undead growing. Wang had never seen its kind. They wondered at the new world's meaning. That was falling quickly into chaos. He's shocked by so strong a zombie appearing this early. Wang quickly told the girls, use the elevator, leave now. Fighting here wasn't ideal. He kept them from chaos. They tried to get away. The zombie cornered them all. Lu stepped forward. She uses fire magic to attack, but it seems useless. There's no effect on this creature. Seeing they made no progress, Zhao lifted some big boulders up magically. Zhao throws them down at the zombie. This crushes it to the ground. In the meantime, a male survivor has killed a zombie. He stops when he hears the noise nearby. He thinks it could be the Bureau. He stays silent, unsure about it and why. The girls kept moving. Facing a growth stage, zombie appears. Wang never planned to meet one fast, but he would never run away. He's determined to kill it. He draws his flame sword fast, slashing the sword at that zombie's chest. Unfortunately, the hit caused almost no damage, confirming his suspicions he now has. The zombie's body was very tough. Regular attacks didn't work, only headshots would have any effect. Wang quickly made a fireball in hand, using it to punch the zombie in the face. The fire was intense. Lu watched shocked, never seeing fire magic used like that before. The zombie was burning for one moment. It seemed like they had won already. But surprisingly, the zombie emerged unharmed from the flames, its hand reaching to grab Wang fast. Wang was surprised his attack didn't work. He's dodging the zombie's hand, realizing defeating this zombie would need teamwork. This was a growth stage type zombie. Wang had faced them in past life, so he knew the weak point. The heart, he thought. He aimed to stab with flame sword. Before he could strike it, the zombie blocked and transformed. Entering its final form, it stood off to one side. Wang felt uncertain. His combat ability currently couldn't inflict lethal damage on this creature, and he was unsure what to do next. As things looked bad, the man showed up. Captain Leon walked inside the room. Observing everything, he said, "Looks lively in here." He commented, taking everything in. Why was surprised alongside others. But Leon knew Lu already. So he looked at her. "What are you up to?" he inquired, but Lu, with no time to explain, quickly responded, telling Leon focus on defeating the zombie now. Captain Leon, understanding the situation now, realized these zombies were different from the usual, but determined, he stepped forward. Then he said, "I'm going to smash this thing to pieces." Leon used all his strength, punching the zombie's face. The zombie was pretty strong. Leon was stronger. He did several body shots, creating openings, allowed Wong others. A perfect chance at the zombie's heart. However, Leon struggled. The zombies pushing him steadily back. It seemed he might be consumed. Before that, Wong made some desperate move, leaping and then crashing on the zombie. Using all his might, he drove that sword through the creature's chest, piercing the heart, finally defeating it. Kath and Leon stare at Wong, realizing Wong had just defeated the zombie instantly. This left him convinced Wong was strong. However, Lu quickly scolded Wong impulsiveness. It nearly cost his life. Wong was completely unbothered. Brushed it off. He was just warming up, knowing little about Lion. Wong asked Lu to introduce him. Shaking hands, Wong realized he did not recognize Leon, but sensed his strong combat abilities. Wong tried to bind him, but Lion expertly blocked, impressing Wong with extreme vigilance. Acknowledging Wong's power, Lion wanted to spar with him someday. Meanwhile, Lu suggested reporting the zombies' increased violent behavior to the Bureau now. Lion tapped her shoulder, telling her the Bureau knew already. Wang was still confused, asked for explanation what the Bureau was. Lu and Lion explained a special bureau, set up to monitor awakened individuals' abilities. Wong was surprised learning authorities still had regulatory measures existing. The ability user is desperate to find his sister. Wong turned, asking Leon had he seen her coming up. Unfortunately, Leon said he hadn't seen her, and he guessed she might be a zombie now. Wong felt disheartened and thoroughly searched the area. He's wondering if rebirth altered his sister's fate. He blamed himself for over-relying information. From previous life, he was determined to avoid more mistakes. He was resolved to check out Jiang carefully, but he continued searching. It became very late. Wang went into an empty room. His heart sank, seeing his sister lying on the floor. Wang carefully turned the girl around. He sighed relief, realizing it was not his sister. He then assumed that she and the others must have left before chaos began, but he still had no idea her whereabouts. Reuniting then the Lion and Lu. Lion explained that energy wave was from a flood ring. An awakener had recently awoken, causing him to check the source. He thought Wang's sister was somewhere in that building. She'd probably be with the awakener he was chasing. Wang asked Lion if an awakener could be tracked somehow. Liang showed him a phone app could really do that, giving Wang some needed hope. In another city area, meanwhile, teenagers are terrorized by some blue-haired guy. The ability user, known as Lord Sulin, demonstrated how ruthless he was, freezing a student in solid ice, then crushing him, showing human life meant nothing to him. He had also taken scientists hostage, making them help him plans. Before he proceeded further, his men informed him Lord Ian was up there, causing Sulin to go up seeking him, leaving scientists the rest of his work. Wang's sister was among them. She's strapped to a table. Duct tape covers her mouth. She's desperately hoping someone will rescue her. It's now back with Wang Lion. Lion used his tracker, locating the pinpoint where the energy wave stopped. This suggests the awakener is probably in the building. The trio headed there, entering the building. But Lu skeptical, it appears to be empty. He's unsure if this is the right place. Wang shares his doubt, noticing the thick dust covering the floor. It seems like nobody has been here recently. Undeterred, the group decided to search every building. Wang reflected upon everything that had just happened. She realized that the Special Security Bureau were prepared before the apocalypse even started. As they searched, they found absolutely nothing. Lion is still convinced that someone is hiding inside. They just haven't thoroughly searched it enough yet. Liam believes they did find the location, where Sulin and his group are hiding out. Wang pauses, then suggests they are underground. Lu thinks it is logical. Lion does not care about debating possibilities, though, showing typical determination. He just tries using brute strength. He slams the ground immediately. Down below, ground level, two hostages are a dimly lit area, hoping for freedom very soon. Before they understand it, the ceiling is collapsing quickly. Debris falls down. Leon breaks through, landing the secret space. They observe Zhao sees one sitting and urgently tells Wang it is Zhang. The search for man. Zhang stays still terrified in a corner, wondering how they know his name. Lu walks to him coldly explaining Zhang kidnapped Wine's sister, leaving behind a challenge to come. Before Zhang could respond to that, lightning flashes and crackles air. From out the shadows, a massive boulder flies toward them dangerously. Lion reacts, kicking the rock aside. He simply shakes head, remarking such sneak attacks are cowardly acts. From dust and debris, Lord Sulan steps, emerging now from the ice, menacingly calm. He now praises Land's reflexes, deflecting it. Sulan Lord Een stands beside him, a flood-ranked awakener radiating great power. Zhang trembling points at Sulan Een, shouting they took Wang's little sister. He's got nothing with it, shifting their attention, hopefully from him. Liang ignores excuses, confronts Sulan, demanding no Wang's sister location. Sulan just smirks now. He tilts his head, amused, casually replies, "She's probably already dead now." Wang froze, mind racing, fast the waiter. Sulan's words had crushed him completely, despite a second life chance. He seemed unable to change his beloved sister's fate. Sulan sees Wang's stunned face, adding cruelly he arrived to collect her corpse. Lu and Zhou couldn't tolerate Sulan's constant mockery, anger burning in both their eyes. They turned toward Wang and told him stay back. "They take care of all this," replied. They charged at Sulan. Their resolve is burning bright. Xiao attacked first, swinging her sharp weapon overhead. Sulan still blocked, easily smirk, never leaving at all his face. He retaliated, conjuring sharp icicles, launching them at her. Zhao barely avoided most, but one grazed her cheek, leaving behind a thin blood trail. Sulan focused on Zhao Lan, moving forward, ready to use his rank ability to change everything. He prepared, striking. The ground beneath him opened suddenly. Dark hands shot up quickly, grabbing Lion, pulling him below ground. Sulan prepared a trap, and Lion was totally surprised. This event gave Xiao saw a brief opening, unleashed heavy, calculated strike, aimed at Sulan. The strike landed with incredible force. Sulan momentarily struggled under the force. Smoke and dust filled air. The scene was obscured, the dust settled. Sulan stood tall, but not unscathed. He recovered quickly, and Xiao was in his grasp. She was stabbed through the chest. Blood dripped from the wound. Sulan smirked, he had ended her. But Xiao wasn't done yet. She smiled, gripping Sulan's arm. Her voice was very weak. Carried strength, she muttered about revenge. Wang finally moved then. His flaming sword ignited, he stepped up. Gaze locked on Sulan, every step radiated resolve. Hesitation time was over. He wanted Sulan dead for his actions. As Wang got closer, Ian chose to step in, electricity crackling all around. She got ready for the fight. With a wrist flick, she sent lightning flying towards Wang. Wang, though, was prepared. His fiery sword glowed intensely. He stood firm. This was a survival fight, no more. It became a fight for justice and his sister. Xiao, despite being weak, used all her power, restraining Sulan. With twisting vines, her move gave Wang an opportunity. Acting immediately, Wang attacked, aiming his burning blade at Sulan's chest. Sulan was unwilling to surrender now. He created a big ice shield to defend, but Wang remained resolute. His sword went through the ice. Shards fly everywhere. A thick mist of smoke engulfed everything. Amidst chaos, Zhao collapsed to a knee. Her breathing ragged. Lu went to her, warning her not to continue further, because she has done so much. Zhao dismissed her concern quickly, insisting she would still be okay, though her face and body suggested something else. The mist begins settling slowly. The group scanned the battlefield anxiously. They thought they had defeated Sulan, but their relief was brief. Emerging from the haze, smiling, Sulan stood tall but alive. His smirk sent shivers down spines, a reminder how dangerous he is. Meanwhile, deep under the surface, Leon found a dire situation. The elemental awakener, Yanli, dragged him deep underground. Yanli leaned against the cavern wall, taunting Leon. "Enjoy some peace," he sneered. "Her body will soon rot here." Leon gritted his teeth, ready for a fight. He couldn't afford losing. Back on the battlefield now, Sulan's aura became more menacing. His glowing body transformed into its final form. An overwhelming presence radiated pure frost and malice. He had a crazed look. Sulan released jagged ice shards at Wang. Deadly projectiles filled all the air, leaving Wong no room to error. Sullen's comrades watched nervously from afar. They know he's gone crazy again. Despite this relentless assault, Wong remained calm, dodging with precision. Sullen taunted him arrogantly. He arrogantly told Wong he'll never win, dodging Wong's next attack easily. Sullen's overconfidence blinded him to Wong's real plan. Wong's attack was a trap. Sullen moved, avoiding the hit. An explosion erupted all around, flames consuming Sullen completely. The battlefield lit up brilliantly. The ground trembled from that blast force. Wong stood unwavering, wondering if that was enough to end this. Wong's heart sank, seeing Suilin still stand. Despite the explosion, sweat rolled down Wong's face. Not from heat, but pure frustration. Sulon now looked weakened, but his refusal to fall made Sulon seem invincible. Why fight? This was Wong's chance to end it, rushing forward, determined to finish this fight now. Before Wong could strike, pain shot through a shoulder. Young Lion suddenly appeared, hitting him forcefully, shoving him back. Wong stumbled, holding his shoulder, but Lu, hurt yet defiant, shouted at the enemies, calling them all cowards. Her words were angry. Young Li and Sulin appeared uncaring. Fairness did not interest them. They just cared about winning only. Sulin stood up straight. His smirk grew, acknowledging Wong's great strength. He acted amused by Wai's skills. Using two powers simultaneously is his rare skill. Wai was holding back power, saving metal control for a surprise later. Sulin blocked it, spoiling his quick ending plan. Lion was pulled down. Wan Xiao too was too hurt. Wong understood he was fighting alone. The situation was bad now, but he would not quit. He thought about his sister, boosting his resolve further. Though it was 3 against 1, he swore he would take them down, making them pay. The ground trembled. Lion burst from a hole, grabbing Yun Lai's throat tightly. He threw a big punch. Yun Lai just escaped somehow, vanishing into the smoke filling the whole area. Lion turned to Wong steadily, handing his shoulder, asking could he still go. Wong nodded slightly. Lion smiled confidently, pulling him closer, signaling time to finish things. Wong felt strange energy surging through him. Looking down, he saw Lion had transferred somehow his rank ability Berserk state. A bond coursed new power through Wong's body. He felt capable and stronger than ever. Meanwhile, Sulin and team were bad. The damage was overwhelming. Taken. Their earlier arrogance was all gone. Sulin looked at his comrades. They have no option. It was time to retreat. Zhang and the brother keep running forward, trying to run away the zombies. The younger guy tells Zhang go. They must reach the Awakeners safe. Fear fills Zhang's head. Instead of protecting his little brother, he makes a terrible decision. No hesitation. He threw his brother to the zombies to get himself some time. The boy's screams fade to zombie growls. Zhang is sprinting away. Zhang finds Wong and Leon. Gasping, he begs for help. He'll do anything for it. Why? Rage grabs Zhang's neck. He demands a reason not to kill him. Struggling against Wong's firm grip, Zhang suddenly blurts Wong's sister may be alive. This grabs Wong's attention. He loosens his hold. Asking many details, Zhang explains more. He can barely breathe. Sulin said something about using humans for experimental subjects around here. Wong's sister was brought in recently. There's a chance she's still alive. Before Zhang can continue talking, Liam steps up, tapping Wong's shoulder, reminding that Zhang is a person. He doesn't deserve death. But Wong is consumed by anger. Snaps, Zhang no longer seems human. He uses flame to burn Zhang's body, while holding him tight by the throat. With a burst of final anger, Wong throws Zhang's burned body at the wall. Lian is shocked, calling up to Wong, saying that was way too far. Wong remains unbothered, simply stating, they gotta move before Sulin gets away. Preparing to leave, Wong suddenly turns toward Liam with a knowing look. He says Lion isn't an ordinary bureau member. He's got a mission targeting Sulin. Lion, taken aback, his eyes widen, and asks how Wong knew this. Wong explains it was obvious when they stormed the base. Sulin and the men weren't surprised, appearing prepared instead, expecting a big confrontation. Wong says Lion's actions seemed calculated. He used Wong's sister to involve him, knowing Sulin's group was too strong. Lion admits Wong is right. He insists he never lied to him. Despite their differences, They agree they did not find Wang's sister's body, meaning she's probably been taken captive, not killed. This thought gives them strong resolve to go. Then a wave of zombies charges them. Immediately, without hesitation, Wang uses metal manipulation to kill the first group, destroying them instantly. Lion is silently impressed by Wang's cool power. After defeating the first wave, the horde keeps coming endlessly, it seems. Wang tells Lion cover one area while he secures another zone. The two must fend off a huge threat alone. Wang and Lion had arrived, saving Lu and Zhao from zombies, closing in fast on them. Lu used fire magic to burn zombies, but there were too many. She felt they would not make it alive. Xiao, on the other side, stayed calm, believing Wang would arrive. She knew not how she trusted he'd appear. As she predicted, Wang and Lion entered and eliminated zombies about to attack the group. They cleared the area. Wang picked up Xiao injured and moved her to safety. He told Lian to fight remaining zombies escaping. As they ran, Wang cleared a path, realizing they could never kill all zombies. Then he noticed something unusual. Zombies seemed to attack organized, almost as if having a plan. This makes him wonder control from someone. That thought reminds a past lifetime, when camped with other survivors. One mentioned a person called Zombie King. The Zombie King could control the zombies. He trusted no humans, only zombies around, believing they'd remain loyal while humans betrayed him. Wang dismissed the memory, and he focused on now. Zhao is asking if he's all right. He nodded, but inside, he wished the Zombie King wouldn't show up early this life. The team finally exited the building. For now, they were safe. But Lion couldn't locate Sulin on his radar anymore. He figured they used the zombie attack as a distraction. Then Lion asked Wang if he'll go to base. Wang glanced at Zhao, who was hurt badly, and decided to head back. Lion gave their location to the Bureau, and soon a helicopter came to get them. They flew to the Bureau headquarters. Wang looked out the window, his head filled of his sister. He wondered if she was safe. The scene changed to a laboratory, where his sister's photo lay open on desk. It is on the file. There's this terrifying label identifying her as a test subject, with an awakened ability happening then. Shula is arguing intensely with Ian. She insults her with names, like bitch. Yen Lei calms her, but absolutely nothing seems to work. The tension in the room is palpable. Just when it seems things will worsen, the phone to their boss rings. His voice is full of disappointment. He tells Sulin he would be dead if it weren't for Yen Lai stepping in to save him. Sulin tries to offer explanations, but his boss interrupts him, telling shut up about excuses. The special bureau people are already watching them carefully. The boss orders everyone to lay low now. He has grand plans for them, plans making them strong. The world is falling totally apart. He feels quite confident that the Special Security Bureau lacks the power to fight. Much longer he gives Sue, also Lin and Ian, the next stage of experimental preparation. He warns them to avoid mistakes. Meanwhile, at the Bureau place, Wang and Lion are inside a big room, getting ready to just spar. Lion activates abilities and starts to teach Wang about his theory. He explains, multiple perception domains might seem powerful. That's not always the real case. A single perception domain can become powerful, but when sensory fields are combined, they create a complex new form. That's exactly what happens using Lion's ability. It lets him control two perception areas. One area is manipulating the physical world, the other area for spiritual realm control. Lian further explains that the number of domains you have doesn't matter. Integrating them well does. Wang carefully listens, and it all clicks. This is why his powers feel intense when he is using Lua Zhao's abilities. Less effective it is with Lion's. His abilities don't blend well. That is causing a negative effect. Wang suddenly understands something. He now realizes the system's key is not binding all abilities together. He should select merging ones. He doesn't need every power combined. Instead, focus on compatible powers is better. With a new understanding, they decided today. Lion is disappointed about not getting a chance to spar with Wang, but understands Wang's idea. Searching the city for zombies is the Bureau's top priority, so they start heading out. On the way, Lion asks Wang, is someone controlling the zombies? Wang isn't entirely sure, but insists they continue searching. It is their only lead, there's no other choice. After talking, Wang goes to see Zhao at the hospital. He walks into her room. He sees she drew him a great deal. She has made many pictures, But Wang takes a peek. He isn't very impressed by them, yet he can't help but smile. He tells her she's very talented. Then he asks how she is. Zhao says she's doing well, mostly since Lu stopped all her bleeding. She just wants the doctor's discharge. That night, Lion invites Wang up to his place. He has some new info he wants Wang to see. Wang agrees, coming over curious about what Lion discovered. Leon had some key information, and it was very confidential. He still told Wang, hoping he'd join the Special Security Bureau staff. As Wang was listening, he began carefully thinking. The Special Bureau preceded the Sixth Sense Club. Joining could offer them, his family, great protection. For a very long time, there was one catch. Wang was concerned joining might restrict his freedom. He also knew it could help him. After considering all of it, he decided he would join the Bureau. Lion's face displays a smile, seeming happy about Wang's answer decision. He assured Wang the audition test comes next. Lion thought Wang could pass it easily. It was more formality than challenge. With that done, Liam would share crucial information about the Sixth Sense Club, the secret group behind many mysteries. As Lion spoke, Wang's mind raced quickly. He then remembered that the Sixth Sense Club was previously connected to Special Security Bureau, but they were doing something different. They captured his sister. He couldn't understand. Lion then revealed something very shocking. The Sixth Sense Club wasn't a normal organization. It was evil awakeners operating internationally. They were known for their kidnapping people, using them in very cruel experiments to enhance or to manipulate superpowers. Wang felt anger rising, understanding Lion's words. Just then his phone started ringing. It was the news they found Sulin. Wai immediately rushed to hospital to tell Xiao. He knew she was recovering. He told her to stay back, but he turned around. Xiao already changed in her fighting gear, determined to accompany him along. Wine smiled at her fierce determination. They got into a car with an agent, updating them about the zombies. Strange zombie behavior, they're more organized now. Their attacks more calculated now. The team suffered heavy casualties badly. Only 3 survivors left. They reached their destination. The agent was leaving. He asked Wang a favor, to kill whoever started all this. Wang promised a building's west side. Bray, a fat scumbag, a bloodrink user, sat watching 2 zombies eating human. He smiled, observing the gruesome scene. After the zombies had finished eating, Ray said they could leave if they killed 2 more folks. Right then, Yanli came and told him they found new people. 20 survivors, but Ray just smirked, saying don't rush. He planned something else, much more intense stuff, and he knew the climax was coming. Later, zombies finished their food. Bray walked downstairs, found another person to zombify. Grinning happily, he told it that was now in control. It was Captain, would follow Bray's instructions from now. The darkness around Bray grew bigger. He looked forward to upcoming chaos. Wang and Xiao went to the location where hostages were. They were using radar. Wang pinpointed the location and decided to act. He used magic, lifting Xiao and himself up, floating toward that scary scene. The view shows terrified humans, barricading inside a building now, trying to defend against zombies. The zombies broke their defenses. Humans scream and then scatter, running to a nearby rooftop. Wang and Zhao watched the chaos. Wang told Zhao to save them. He investigates zombie control. Zhao's face shows excitement. Thrilled, she can be the hero. Last time, went underground. Lien mentioned the radar showing. Sulin and squad hadn't left. They stayed to control zombies, using them for creating distractions. Wang figured the zombie controller couldn't use abilities from far away. The controller must be close by, maybe hiding with the zombies, pretending to be a zombie. Zombies approached the groove. Humans were trapped. With no escape, all hope was gone. Zhao then appeared, charging and dispatching zombies precisely, swiftly. She pierced chests using a metal rod, creating a path for humans. She told them to go upstairs. It was safe there now. Helping the survivors, Zhao saw Bray enter now. His face showed surprise seeing Zhao. He hadn't expected an ability user. She was a big threat. Bray ordered zombies attack her. Xiao prepared herself for commands. She takes an assault rifle, aiming at charging zombies. Instead of shooting them, she fired up. Ray laughed at that. He thought was foolish, trying to scare the horde. So he mocked her, unaware she had planned something much deeper. Zhao's confidence stayed. Whatever she planned was clear. She wasn't underestimated. Xiao unleashed powers. Controlling metal bullets, she fired. They reversed midair, crashing like deadly rain now. The bullets pierced the zombies, reducing them to lifeless corpses. Bray did, however, manage to dodge onslaught. He was known amidst chaos, surprising agility. Wong, standing aside, could not help but give smirk. He finally located his target. Without hesitation, Wong jumped down. Rifle ready, his sudden action startled Bray. Bray demanded to know Wong's identity. Wong wasted no time introducing himself. He immediately raised the gun and fired. Just like he had planned, Bray commanded a nearby zombie. The zombie shielded him from the shot. Bray was focused on Wong. Zhao seized this opportunity. She controlled a vending machine, sending the machine towards Bray. The machine crashed down on him, completely pinning Bray down. Bray lay stuck beneath it. He glared at Wong, asking again. Wong calmly responded he would end him. Wong aimed his rifle at Bray. He ordered those zombies to back off, warning non-compliance would cost his life. Bray reluctantly ordered the zombies stopped attacking. The undead retreated. Ray's mind raced fast. He could not weather Wong, and Xiao stalled, or genuinely planning to keep him alive. Ray decides to test Wong's intentions. He's asking what he wants. Ray could not believe risking so much saving others without expecting any returns from them. Wong clarifies he does not seek gain. Bray's lips curl, a mocking smirk appears. He now thinks Wong a fool, acting selflessly. Despite his trouble, Bray is confident, realizing Wong and Zhao do not kill outright. If they wanted, he would have done before. Bray knows his death unleashes chaos among zombies. Without control, the undead would be berserk. Impossible for Wong and Xiao protecting survivors. Suddenly, a hand shot from under Wong. Yanli, hiding in shadows, makes a move, trying pulling Wong down. But Wong prepared and grabbed Yin Li's hand firmly, yanking him from ground. Wong glared, declaring he wouldn't repeat same mistake. Energy surged. Wong unleashes his total power. The building was fire engulfed. Heat and bright light casting ominous glow over the scene. Yin Li briefly paused. His eyes narrowing, assessed Wang's untamed power. Yin anticipated this force and skill, admiring he wasn't going to retreat. Suddenly, Yin Li charged towards Wong, taunting him loudly. He claimed Wong couldn't possibly handle them all. Alone, simultaneously, never. Bray shouted commands to zombies, ordering lifting that vending machine. Pinning him, the undead obeyed. Bray rose, dusting himself, very irritated. He just smeared at Wong, calling him stupid for worrying so much for civilians. Yin Li charged Wong, throwing a powerful hit. Wong, seeing it coming, easily sidestepped. He briefly focuses on approaching zombies, then precisely fired his weapon, bringing several zombies down. Moving, Wong silently thought his priority. Isolating the civilians wasn't without reason. Their safety mattered, especially Zhao's. It weighed heavily on him. She just gotten out of the hospital. Yin Li tried a sneaky attack. Wong reacted quickly. He made a fiery metal fist, then clashed with Yanli's. The impact sends Yanli flying back into some debris-filled ground. Yin Li now looked truly shocked. He never knew Wong could control metal and fire. That powerful combination abilities. That made him way more dangerous. Why, meanwhile, stay focused, he needed to contract with Yin Li, then claim the reward. But the battle was ongoing. Bray, realizing the situation, unleashes his final form. His body twisted greatly. His monstrous frame grew bigger and fiercer. The surrounding zombies mirrored the change, becoming more vicious and very bloodthirsty, fueled by immense desperation. Yin Li made another attack, determined to finish it. But this was Wong's domain. His environmental control gave him advantages. Wong precisely countered Yanli's assault, overpowering, then forcing him defensive. It seemed like Wong was ready. Yin Li used stone magic last. Massive rock slabs erupted upward, forming some barrier between them. Bray and Wine, the stone wall, provided a brief reprieve. Everyone there saw that the fight wasn't over. Yin Li's expression was extremely tense, showing that Wong's patience was getting thin. The intense battle had reached stalemate, leaving Yin Li with a growing disadvantage. He knew Wong's attacks were not penetrating his rock armor, but Bray was useless in close combat, a weak link. Yin Li understood Wong's next strategy would inevitably target Bray, and he got ready for this moment. As predicted, Wong charged at Bray fast, aiming for a decisive blow. Yin Li reacted, using magic to lift Bray off the ground before Wong could successfully strike. Despite this successful intervention, Wang's system lit up notifying. He had now formed a bind with Bray, meaning he now had zombie controllability. Meanwhile, Zhao was battling alone. She's struggling with attacking magic dragons. Yanlei sees she has problems and smirks. He is sure the battle turned his way, but his confidence is shaken seeing a smirk. On Wang's face, it's like everything's under his total control. Yin senses chance. Yanlei tells Bray escape the arena with zombies. He thinks Bray escaping first will force Wang a tough choice. Chase Bray down, stay put, and fight. Plan in motion, Yanlei attacks Wang powerfully. He believes it will finish the battle. Wang, though, catches the punch easily. Yanli is shocked. He cannot believe. Wang is in the flood rank still, but his strength greatly exceeds all expectations. Before Yin Li can even recover, Wang launches a crushing counterattack. Metal spikes come from the ground now. They pierce Yin Li's rock armor and his body, making him unable to move. With Yin Li down, Wang turned back to be her AI. Bray was shocked still. He couldn't understand how Wang defeated Yin Li. Very fast, too. Now fully controlling Bray's zombie powers, Why decided BRAI should feel his own powers. Horrible consequences. Wine ordered the zombies to eat prey. The undead swarmed around him now. Wine felt a very sharp headache, leaving him confused briefly. He thought maybe the strain, sharing minds with all the zombies, was it. Or maybe his new ability was incomplete. Yanlei was still stuck by metal. Watched stunned as Wang easily commanded zombies. Struggling to talk, he asked how many abilities Wang had. Wang didn't reply to him. He walked to Yanlei, looking cold and firm. Grabbing Yan Li's neck, Wang gave a chilling ultimatum. He knew everything about the Sixth Sense Guild, or face a terrible death. Yanli refuses to speak. Wang is trying to force him. Wang breaks Yanli's leg, causing a scream of agony. Pain breaks, Yanli resolve eventually. He agrees to reveal stuff. Wang's first question concerns his sister. Yanli says she is not dead. She passed phase 1 of an experiment. She's kept alive until phase 2. Yanli explains the experiment involves cultivating a supernatural seed in human bodies. Wang's sister is fused with this seed. Phase 2 will make the seed bloom. Her body's a fertilizer for the seed. Wang furiously grabs Yanli's throat. His anger rises thinking about his sister's pain. He wants to kill him. Yanli begs to live. He claims he knows this lab experiment location. He says it is hidden under the second hospital morgue. They are waiting to proceed. Wang asks who gives orders. Yanli won't answer him. He knows revealing it will cost him life. Wang holds metal piece number 4. He leans closer, warning Yanli. If he stays quiet, death is slow. The threat works, pushing Yanli. Bray is still getting eaten alive. Life flashes before his very eyes. Childhood memories are resurfacing now. He remembers being bullied, feeling powerless. He blames a teacher truly, believing self-righteous justice made him a victim. One tormented day during his time, Bray met a beautiful woman. She put ideas of revenge and bitterness into his head. She tells him to fight those who hurt him. Inspired by her, Bray turned his fury into violence. He beat all who bullied him earlier. He returned to the beautiful woman wanting approval. Praising him, she cemented control over Bray. He asked her name. She's Reese. She is the very